Yes, what's up guys? Welcome to your #1 show, Afrogenge show, ndani ya PPP TV. They call me DJ Slava, aka the corporate DJ. Na leo ndani ya show, manzeni show, one of my hardest interviews nishaikuwa nazo tangu season 1. Paka saa hizi hata anacheka tu because sijui tutaongea nini juu ya hii show. Anyway, last week ilikuwa ni all over the place, ilikuwa ni Firirinda. This week ni Samido. Sijui next week itakuwa nini, but that's what makes us to be Kenyans. You know, kila wiki kila kitu new inakam. But sisi kama vijana we supposed to learn na from everything that happens. Tuko na stress za COVID, unajua pia hizo mafiririnda zitatufanya tunaacha kuwa depressed na life and all that. So our today's artist guest, she's one of my best friend. That one person mwenye anasema umepatiwa chance in life, anakuambia you only have one phone call that can save your life. She's one of those. Naweza sema delete all the contacts, mpigie tu huyu na ata come through. She's a mother. Fitness ndio zake every day. She's been there. Sisi wote tukigrow, hata mimi nimekuwa nikimsikiza. She's an award winner. Continental award winner, si tu hapa hivi. Yeah, so she's a mother. So in the show we have Wahu. Karibu sana.
Am I amongst those friends, Lava?
Yes, yes.
I'm so touched.
Yeah, this actually, karibu sana kwa show Wahu.
Thanks, Lava.
This is going to be the hardest interview I've ever done.
Because you know everything.
I know everything. So sijui kama nitakuwa napita mipaka, alafu nasema hapana. Hii tutaedit.
Bado kuna ile option ya
edit. Yeah, karibu sana mazee. Yani you don't need even an introduction. Kwa show mimi mwambia msejo, tell us your real names, lakini nani? Nani ajui Wahu ni Wahu?
My real names.
Watu wanajua wewe ni Wahu.
Mimi ni Wahu, pia mimi ni Mama Nyakeo, Mama Tumiso, Mrs. Mavenge, ama Mrs. Kam. Actually, the name that people should be calling me is Mrs. Kamoni. Not Mrs. Madenge. Madenge ni jina ya baba yake.
Ya baba yake.
Nilijaribu kupush Mrs. Kamoni, nilijaribu watu wanasema.
Unajua kuna watu wanashinda Kamoni ni nani?
Huyo ni nani? Tunajua Madenge.
Tunajua Madenge.
Haidhuru ni sawa.
Yeah. Anyway, so now that unajua kuna the new generation imekama up, wanaona tu Wahu wanashindanga huyu Wahu ni nani? Una get? They don't know the background. Umetoka aje, ulianza lini, uliingia lini into music. So maybe you can take us through like a small
history. Muziki tuseme, siwezi kusema I loved music ati nikiwa mtoi sana. But in high school, when I was in high school, I was very, very shy. Super duper shy, but bado nilikuwa nataka. The reason why I joined the choir when I was a teenager, I was in an all-girls school. I joined the choir to meet boys.
Oh yeah.
In a very strict school, so I took one of my outings mob. I joined the choir because that was the only way I could meet boys.
At Precious Blood
Riruta. You know?
Yeah.
So, but when I was now inside the choir, I'm like, oh, okay, I like music, napenda, nini. Then I wrote my first ever song. Yenye naweza kusema ni yangu, niliandika ya kwanza nikiwa high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I wrote a song that up to date bado inatumika kwa shule. It was called Showers of Blessings. So it was nilikuwa nimeandika for inter-house competitions. Then people loved it and I was so surprised all these years, many years, 20 plus years
up to
later.
2021.
People, they still sing it, those kids. Imagine, for me that's such an honor.
I think we need to visit them one day. Na tuende tuambie unajua hii anthem yenu. I'm the author.
Wanajuanga hata wakinimeet wananiambianga, we sang Showers of Blessings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so nashukuru. So nilianza nikiwa high school. And then in our days when we were young, tukimaliza high school, there was nothing like music. Like what is that? You know, it was not easy because hatukuwa na role models ati unaambia your old man nataka kuwa musician like this one or like that one.
Umepotea.
Maze kabisa. You know, so it was difficult especially for Mr. Kagwi because alikuwa work so hard to put me through school. Yes. We're not from a rich family. Alafu anasema yani all my sweat yani Wahu.
Na kwanza vile wewe ulikuanga mchopi.
Maze anasema utaki kwenda campus, unataka kushika mic. So he was very stressed, wakaita prayer meetings kadhaa. But I loved music and I still went on to campus. Thank God, I'm glad I listened to my parents and went on to campus because that was a very important time of my life. And but when I was in campus now, I still continued to do my music. Kwa naimba lakini niko shule. I knew my parents' most important thing is usifail. So I knew I have to pass my exams, but bado nilikuwa naimba. Yeah.
So which course did you pursue in campus?
Oh, you tell me. You know which course.
Kuna watu hapa.
Math. I did mathematics for my undergraduate degree. And then for my master's degree, I did communication.
Okay. So because you see like globally, inakuanga maths inakuanga ni kitu ya maboys sana. Na ukaihack.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
like alisema ni ya maboys.
Unajua, let me tell you one thing. Watu usema vinyoze wengi ni maboys. Have you ever asked yourself why?
But why? Okay, why? Tell me, because this is a very sexist thing.
It's because, like, the world believes men are more creative when it comes to art.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yes.
Does the world still think that?
That's why unaona paka saizi kuna mademu wanoma wa kunyoa, lakini ni hard sana chaliku trust na kichwa yake.
Oh, that's terrible. Na venye kwa salon yangu, I have the best female barbers. Best.
Yes.
Yeah,
anyway, yeah. So, did you love mathematics since when you were still young? Ama ni kitu tu ili come up to ukajikuta tu like you're doing
math.
It as a...
But then can I really say I loved math? I wasn't bad at it. I wasn't great at it, but I wasn't bad at it. At least by standards. Nijua nilikuwa precious blood kila mtu ni chopi. Nilikuwa tu hapo average na survive kiasi.
So when you started your career, maybe in campus, even before you met with Mr. Kamoni. Kwanzia leo. Kwanzia leo ana bahati.
Mr. Kamonski.
Mr. Kamoni. So before you even met with him, so tumeona you are still singing. So did you meet because you are kind of like connecting through music?
But were we still singing Slava? We weren't. Kidogo tu.
But unajua kuna ile mtu anasema but mimi napenda kutembea. So unapata tu unatembea unatafuta best mwenyewe. Yeah.
Nilimmeet tulikuwa tuna experiment ile tu unapenda muziki because nilikuwa najaribu. Alafu nilikuwa backup vocalist. Sana nilikuwa nafanya
like a BGV.
And then I was doing commercials to let them to I was doing that. So we met. Okay, you can say ilikuwa mwanzo. That was the beginning when you were just trying to find a way to use the gift that you have. Na yeye pia alikuwa anafanya the same thing. He had a friend called Neto, and that's actually our mutual friend. That's how I met him. So alikuwa na yeye. Now Neto loved to sing. Monski pia alikuwa was this rapper yo yeah. So when we met at nilikuwa naenda kufanya backup vocals. It was Miss Campus or something, I can't remember.
Yes.
And then even him, he was going to back up someone. Neto now. So that's when we met. We met in that whole whatever. But had we started at serious music Not really. Ile tu kujaribu. Ile ni hobby. Tuseme ni hobby.
Okay. So, you know, I know so many things about you, Wahu.
Do?
Yeah, so...
Oh dear, that makes me even very nervous.
I know so many things about you. So, now when you started your career as a musician, so which song was that song that made you say, okay,
there's something here.
There's something here.
I think the song that made me say there's something here was Liar.
Liar.
When I did Liar. So before that I had done 1 or 2 songs that went nowhere. They were hits inside the studio. Hits sana kwa
Zilikuwa kwa studio. Hit song.
Hits.
Hit song. Yeah.
But outside, but Liar was the song I can say at least watu waliweza.
Which year was that?
Attention. Wow. That was hata nasahau. Oh my god, it's so long ago hata sikumbuki. Ilikuwa 2000, because I remember we did the first time I performed Liar was it 2000? Was it?
Yes.
Kai, 2002?
Hivyo ndio mtu
Akia nani
unajua
nimeseka.
miaka zimeenda.
Oh my god, ni uko 2000 and something hapo mwanzoni. 2000 I think and 2-3. I remember the first time I performed it in front of many people.
Yes.
Tulikuwa tunafanya an Ogopa show. When did Isa pass? 18 years ago.
Yes. Isa passed in 2002.
Isa passed in 2002.
203, yeah.
So it wasn't an Isa show. It was 202. We performed, I think we performed an Ogopa show in Carnival. That was the first time I performed, and the only song I had was Liar.
So ulisema watu wakuje stage wa dance wa compete because you only had one song?
No,
how
I
did
didn't
you
even know how to do those things. But those days it didn't matter. In fact, people were not expecting you to have more than one song. Because the industry had just started, you know, it wasn't old. So, Liar, I released it around 2001, 2002 up.
Okay.
My goodness, I have to check and confirm. But it's one song that at least ilinipatia mileage. Nikaanza kuona watu wana respond. Watu wanaanza kujua mimi ni nani. Alafu that show, the best thing is going on stage and then people are saying, oh, mama. Yani they've heard the song. I'm like, oh my God, you heard this song.
Yes, so you don't even know what's happening.
Only radio.
Yes.
Radio and TV.
Na gazeti.
Na gazeti. So I remember it was around 2002. Liar.
So now, how long did it take you for you to be nominated on your first award?
Slav, I can't remember my first award was when. It must have been Chaguo Latini, Zora Kisima, but I think it was even around about then. Honestly, Slava, we were getting a lot of goodwill from people. FM stations ilikuwa zinacheza mziki.
Kiss 100, Capital.
100 Capital, hizi zingine. By the way, it was really good. TV pia, and then I think they started Kisima Awards.
Kisima Awards
was around about the same time. So it had such good traction. I genuinely can't remember, but it didn't. There was a lot of support around then. But the one I remember mostly was when we did Chaguo Latinis. That was such a huge deal back then as well. But I can't tell you how long it took me to get my first award.
Okay.
But I remember it.
But how was the feeling?
My God.
Na hakukuwa na social media.
Hakukuwa na social media.
Ulikuwa unasimamisha kila mtu kwa barabara.
Friday ndio kutrend kwa Pulse. unangojea una hold Friday unakimbia kwa kiosk gazeti uone kama ulimake it hapo. But those were good.
So how did you like used to tell guys manze vote for me vote for me
ilikuwa sasa uende before Facebook. There was no voting.
Was there Facebook?
There was no Facebook. There was no Facebook those days when we started. Facebook ilikuja juzi.
Will come mid 2000s.
So those early ones, it was nomination too.
Nomination.
You're nominated and you pray to God that you win.
Kisima, Chago Latinis, Insider.
There was no for voting. People just sit, there's a panel, then they decide who is going to win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Corruption. The happened aliens. You the corruption.
But for mamas, I remember which was in later. Mamas ilikuwa later, like 2008. Hiyo watu walivote. But we used a lot of radio and Facebook. Then Facebook ilikuwa isha nini.
So now after meeting with Nameless, for now 20 years now as a musician, and now watu wamekuwa kiuliza these guys mazee hajaifanya, but we could hear Wahu's backup vocals zikiwa kwa background.
Ni wewe unajua hizo ni vocals zangu.
No, but some songs someone can tell this is Wahu.
Who can tell? Only you. But ilikuwa hapo tu backup vocalist.
Yes.
Unpaid backup vocalist.
So like for 20 years mbona mkutaka kushikanisha like your two brands like Nameless and Wahu, msupport kifamily?
Ilikuwa very intentional. It was part of our business strategy.
Yes.
It still is to a good extent that brand ya Nameless na brand ya Wahu, they are two separate entities kimziki.
Yes.
I'm not married to Nameless. I'm married to David.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's my husband. Nameless ni brand.
Yes.
And him is married to Wahu, the Wahu. So as a family, we made a decision to just do that. But of course, we support each other behind the scenes.
Yes.
But it was important for us that we establish the two brands were separate. It was very important. Watu wasitushikanishe sasa. Although watu wametushikanisha, but si kimziki, kifamilia tu.
Okay.
Yeah.
But and then you've been in the industry for like 2 decades, and kumekuwa na mademu wengi female musician, they've been here in the industry, wanakam alafu wakai, wanakaa. But for someone like you've been there, and there's a time you took a bit of some break when you are on your maternity leave, and then you came back, but still bado ukanini. Maybe can you tell guys maybe nini you affect, especially madem kwa industry?
Affect?
Yes, because unapata the industry is male dominated.
It's
madem wanakam wakati wako kwa peak anapotea, but you still bado unakuanga tu pale.
What I can say is, first of all, before I go there, what I can say is that first of all, the number of ladies, women who have come into the industry, they have increased. For sure, they have increased. We used to be few. When we were starting, we could count how many women are in the industry. Because when we started, we were very few. There was a lot of stigma when we were starting off.
Yes.
People used to say it's for failures, it's for loose girls,
Yes,
it's for
yes,
girls who are not very clever.
Yeah.
A lot of stigma, and I think that's part of the reason why a lot of girls my age back then were discouraged.
Yes.
But for me, I knew it was something that I desired. I didn't desire the fame. I just knew I was born to sing. I was born to create music. I knew it. So I had to fight a lot. I fought a lot of stereotypes. I remember someone meeting me on the streets and telling me, you need to stop. I'll never forget that guy. He told me, you need to stop singing. It's for loose girls. But they alini affect.
I know.
I'm like, you don't even know me. You don't know me. You've decided I'm loose. You've decided... But what I did with that guy is I took that energy. I said, utanijua, wewe mwenye umenijudge. utanijua. Please excuse me. Where is he now? Anyway, no, it's terrible.
I
The
know,
stereotypes that people have about women. I'm like, God, I made a choice. I was in campus, doing very well, and I'm a singer because I love to sing.
Yes.
So I feel like the women who are coming in now have an easier time because we had to fight a lot of stereotypes. And I'm glad that I finished school because a lot of mothers and fathers come and say, Wahu amesoma.
At least now the society is using you as a good example.
See kitu ya failures, amesoma paka masters, ame make a conscious choice to sing, you know. So I think a lot of people coming up after, and a lot of women, I meet a lot of women who tell me, because you stayed true to your dream, I feel like I have a chance. And there are more women. I just want to say that it's definitely, it's not easy. It's not easy for women in any career. If you look at any career, whether it is business, whether it is, I don't know, whatever career you're gonna, corporate world or whatever, women have a harder time because you have to fight a lot of stereotypes. And the same applies to this industry. But my message to women is, Maze, first of all, don't sell yourself short. Don't trade in sexual favors to get ahead. That thing never works. It never works because ukijuliwa hivyo, itakuwa that's the only way you'll get ahead. For how far? How long can you do that? You have to not do it. Yako itakam. Your break is your break, not somebody else's break.
True.
Yeah. So that's what I normally tell people. I know it's easy for women to get discouraged or to say, oh, I want to stop because I want to start a family and I want to do whatever. I'm like, yo, have your family and have your career. You know, have your baby and your husband and have your career.
So you've been so vocal when it comes to like gender equality and kukua like a voice to like could support like the women, girl power. So before it all started that way, so did someone do something that pissed you off? Ukasema, Mimi, I'm going to fight for a girl child. Ama, how did it start?
I'll tell you what happened. And you're reminding me of how actually I wrote City Shiki, which was now my other second hit when I was starting up. When I started, that back then I remember I was interning. I was an intern at the UN, right? And you know, UN intern hana do, kwanza ni unpaid intern, sina do. In fact, my sister was my sponsor. She used to take care of all my bills and everything. So I remember meeting this guy. I knew, you know, UN, there are people from different parts of the world, right? And this guy came and I could tell he was hitting on me. He was older. I was maybe 22. He was in his 30s. And I remember getting pissed off. I'm like, I know you're hitting on me. I know you're married. I also know you have money. I know your wife is not here. And I'm so pissed off at you. I remember being so pissed off because I'm like, Yani, you want to take advantage of me? You know I don't have money. Unaniambia, I can do this and this for you. I'm like, why are you doing that? I remember going back home and really turning it around in my head, and I was pacing up and down in my sister's house, and I was so upset. I'm like, how can this guy, yani this guy thinks, of course I don't have money, because I'm 22, I'm a kid. I'm like, in my head I kept saying, nigga, watch me when I'm your age. You have the benefit of time. Watch me when I'm your age. I remember saying that to myself. So, and for sure by the time I was his age, I was not doing badly for myself, and I thank God. But that's where the song City Shiki came from. And that night I wrote the chorus of City Shiki, because I was leave it. I'm like, your money does not t-shirt me. I can see what you're trying to do, but I'm not Mimi.
So mbona hujaifikiria ku come up maybe with something like an initiative to support our culture, like to support the voice of our culture?
I do. I don't think you have to do and be under an umbrella of any personal initiative, but there's so many initiatives that I support that can dedicate the time towards doing it, because my plate is so full right now, Slava. I have so many things I'm doing at the same time. An initiative needs all your energy, but I'm more than happy to support someone who has dedicated their time. Nikiona tuna align,
Yes.
Naingia tu hapo ndani na kusupport na support huyo mwingine na support huyo mwingine. Even
Yes.
on a one-on-one, so many girls check into my DM, they ask me for advice here and there, but everything has its time. Now is not the time for me to do my own thing. I support many like-minded initiatives.
Yes.
I know there will come a time when I'll say this is now mine.
Yeah. I've been like, when you look, anytime you post a photo with you or with a family photo, people normally comment and say, why can't you guys be like a calm, like the voice, like counselors or early marriage couples, and mbona mjaifikiria come up na kitu kama hiyo, like talk to the young married guys?
I guess we do it without really doing it. I mean, yeah, we've been married now 15 years. We do it without doing it. We are not trained counselors. Again, like I said, there will come a time when we will package stuff that we can actually share from our experience, not necessarily to say, this is the way, kabisa, this is what we are going to be saying, is this is our way. But what we try to show people on our platforms, and as much as possible, is we are not perfect. You know, sometimes social media inapatia watu stress. Unasema, oh my God, those guys are always in love. Those guys are always in, why are we not always in love, us and whatever. And we really try to tell people, it's not, that's fake.
Yes.
It's fake, guys. There are times you're pissed off with your spouse, umejam, unastaki kukuona, you know. And it's normal. There's nothing wrong with our relationship. It's just that right now, I'm upset. Tomorrow I won't be this upset.
Yes.
Because I'm human and he's human, and it's okay. Like, can we just be okay with that? Like, we can't always wake up and look at him kila siku naamka na angalia Mwanski hivi. No, there are times I'm pissed off.
Yes,
there are times he's pissed off. And there are times things are not perfect. And there are times we've had really rough times. And there are times we've had really good times. And that is the cycle of it. So we try as much as possible, at least from our social media platforms, to tell guys, imagine ni kawaida na ni sawa. You're okay.
Yes.
You're okay. You go through your rough time, ni sawa. You go through your happy time, ni sawa. Bora, you learn from, just keep learning. What was it that took us to that rough time?
Yes.
How can we grow from that? What was it that brought us to this happy place? How can we grow from that?
Yes.
Bora, with every day you're learning something and becoming a better human being. And if both of you are working on becoming better human beings, ultimately you'll be a better couple. Yeah.
Because now, as you see, they say a woman's loyalty is measured when is tested when a man has nothing, and a man's loyalty is tested when a woman
when a man has everything.
When a man has everything. But now the society, unaangalia vitu kama zili change kidogo, like people there wanatafuta a lot of shortcuts in life. They want to make it tomorrow. But as we can follow you guys, you and Nameless, mesapotiana, like since when you had nothing to something, you've been his pillar, like akitaka kudrop, because you know, we men, we have so many weaknesses in life, you know, but you've been there, you've been vocal, you've been supportive, a supportive mother and wife at the same time. So maybe what do you think imekuwa ndio normal siku hizi, like kwa society, like people don't want to take their time to know each other, wangoje hiyo time?
I think ni venye tu, first of all, venye nimesema, hiyo una compare situation yako na ya mtu mwingine. Sema those guys look so perfect, or those guys look so, they look like they are so in love, they look like they are all the time they are what. Alafu najiuliza, why mine is not perfect? Theirs is perfect, mine is not. Then you wonder why, but you don't know uko kwao kuna kaje. You know, you don't know what goes on when they're not in public eyes. And I think that pressure by society can make someone easily give up on their own relationship. Because unasema there's something wrong with men. Alafu pia expectations. Me, when you get, and I kid you not, expectations was an issue for us too, big issue when we first got married. I knew in my head the kind of husband I thought my husband would be, and because I was comparing him a lot with my father.
Yes.
And my father, there were certain things he did, and for sure my husband did none of those things. None of them. Nikwambia kwetu, mimi ni last born.
Yes.
I have big brothers and a father. Like there are men in my family. So me, I was spoiled. Yani siwezi kukuwa na issue ya technical issue. Sijui TV, sijui gari, hizo vitu. Let me tell you, when I bought my first car, I remember having a puncture. Yeah? My big bro, I have a puncture. In my head, I know I can't even begin to struggle to turn a wheel. I don't know how to do it. I have all those things, but no. So in my head, I know this was before we got married. We were still dating. Hapa tu Mbagathi, gari ikapata puncture. Ikapaka kando. I thought, should I call my brother? I should call my brother. In my head, I'm like, I should call someone. I didn't call my bro. I said, I have a boyfriend. Let me call my boyfriend. Because there's a thing I know men are supposed to do. Like I shouldn't be struggling about my... Because if it was my bro would drop everything he's doing, come and sort out my puncture, and then go back. This is normal. So I said, no, let me give my boyfriend a chance. Babe, I've gotten a puncture. Babe akaniambia, ebu angalia hapo. Kuna mtu anaweza kukusaidia. Yes. Angalia hapo kama unaweza kupata usaidizi. I'm like, what the hell do you mean? I could not believe what I'd been doing. I just called.
Liangusha boy shot.
I just called my bro because I'm like, sijazoea. So you see, I was nini. So when we got married, my bro came, by the way, without thinking twice. Alikuwa Ngara, I'll never forget. He was in Ngara. He dropped what he was doing just like I expected him to do. Akakuja, akachange tire. And of course, he thought my boyfriend is the most irresponsible.
Yeah. That was bad.
But, so when I got married, it's like I didn't learn that this guy is never that guy. I got married, I still expected him to do certain things, and he kept not doing them. So if I kept in that naivety, it's because it's how I was raised.
Yes.
Thing is, he's also a last born.
Yeah. Oh.
So, kwao kuna watu wanafanyanga vitu. Unanielewa? Yes, amegrow up. Kuna watu wengine wanafanya hizi vitu si mimi. So, we were having issues. We could have easily just said this thing is not working. But we had to create our own normal. Because there was an expectation I had of him, of my husband, based on how I was raised. He also had an expectation of me, based on how he was raised. But thankfully, we quickly learned our lessons and said, "We see you, Lemse." Now we see you like them, wakushinda kitchen, unipikia chakula, because me, I was not that person. Yeah.
So, tukirudi kwa hiyo, like what we discussed before about female artists in the industry, kuna mademu wengi sana unapata, like for me being a publicist, mademu wengi wananikamia and they share a lot of their challenges they are going through. Mtu anaogopa, like someone is going through a depression maybe in the industry, but she's afraid to share with someone. Na depression ya wasanii wengi sana madem ikuji juu hawana do, ikuji juu maybe ngoma haichezi or something, but it's because whoever they approach when wanafikiria like anaweza kusaidia, it's kind of like they're trying to blackmail them in a way.
Sexual favors.
Yes. How can you advise such a musician?
What I would say is this. Just based on my own experience, Lava. I did not. It's like I was almost blind to any such voices. It's like I never In fact, the other day I was trying to think, I'm like, kwani people never used to katia me. But my frequency haikuwa hapo where I could hear someone even hinting.
Because most of them watasema Wahu ni juu alikuwa na Nameless, and Nameless is a musician, and maybe ndio that's why alinene. But to someone mwenye ana mtu kabisa, like maybe the boyfriend, he's a doctor somewhere, ajui anything about music.
But let me tell you what I was saying, Slava. There were those ones, and I know there is work I missed, big work in other countries that I missed, and now I can directly tell I missed that work because I refused. It was a direct sexual approach. Guy was direct, yeah. He found myself, I don't know how, like it was just weird. It was a very bad setup, and I wasn't in my home country, and I knew I was not going to get any work after I said no, and for sure I didn't get any work. And I for a moment I felt bad. I'm like, man, that work was really coming through for me, but unfortunately this guy wanted more, so that he can continue giving me the work. But I missed that work, but I got so many other opportunities. So I'll say this, don't trade in yourself. Kama hiyo opportunity si yako na ni sawa, yako itakuja. Na itakuja tenfold, because God watches and God blesses and God gives, not human being. God, He's the one who gives. So huyo akitaka nini, just say no. I know it's sometimes not easy because we're in a difficult financial time, but trust you me, the God who gave you that gift, that God who put that voice inside you, He is going to open your door. That one was not yours. I know. Yeah.
So Wahu, you being an entrepreneur, being a mother, being a wife, all those, being a musician, a celebrity, how do you manage your day? And a gym.
Na gym. Tusisahau gym. Muhimu sana.
How do you manage your day?
I think I have to be, it has called for me to be extremely organized. And to just be very, 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 tight. Like and also to know that I don't have to do everything in one day. If I can't do it, I can also push it to another time when I'm available. But also if I plan a day and things don't work out the way I wanted them to work out, I say it's okay. Tomorrow is still another day. I cut myself a lot of slack, to say me too evil. I don't beat myself up if things don't work out the way I wanted them to work, but I set very high targets for myself too. Very, very high, which I enjoy, because I enjoy a good challenge.
So let's talk about the new project that you just did with your husband.
Yes, the one where I beat him. Nika karibu kufika 1 million views. Hello.
Boy chalea yuko hapo.
Wazi kujiletea.
So tell us about the project.
This love.
How did it come out? Like, mulifikiria nini ndio come up na such a concept?
So this love, wow. What happened was this, in the songwriting. Monski alikuwa kwa studio.
Monski ni Nameless.
Monski ni Nameless, alikuwa kwa studio. So he was working on some music. Na, I was elsewhere, nikasikia beat. Sikusikia lyrics, nikasikia beat. And I'm like, oh my God, this beat is nice. I love that beat very much. So nikaanza all of a sudden kuwrite. Nasikia beat na progression. I loved it. So nikaanza kuwrite. Then I came, I met him. And I'm like, man, that beat is so amazing. I want to finish writing on this song. On this whatever. Akaniambia, why not? What's the worst that can happen, right? So I wrote my love. Loving is too much, too much. Yani nilikuwa in a happy space. Now me, what I didn't know, even him, the song he was working on, same beat, same everything, but alikuwa anaongea juu ya machungu. Yani
reality.
Kwani love, yani happy love is not reality?
It is,
What
but
is
some things, most of the things zenye tunaona kwa hizi movies za Alejandro.
Zizi. I think both are real. And it's like what I was telling you before. You have your happy times and you have your down times.
Yes.
It's two sides. So actually we decided, at first we were wondering, should we release it as a collabo? But nikiketi nasikiza lyrics za Mons kinasema, oh my God, they are really nice.
Yeah.
Na zangu pia tuko, oh my God, they are really nice. And then of course, with the help of Brandon Israel is the one who came on board and helped us to finish both songs. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah. We finished and they were both like happy, sad. Tukasema tu release zote. Tuona nani mnoma.
Yes.
And of course tumeona nani mnoma.
So what do guys expect from you now, after this love?
I think what I can say is I'm really excited about 2021. We have really amazing things coming from the Mathenge household. It's exciting. What I can tell guys to expect is lots of good music. This year, lots of good music.
Okay. Salon.
Yes. Afro-Siri.
Afro-Siri. By then mnafaa kunitreat sasa.
By then come to Afro-Siri. Mbona hata sijui unaendanga wapi? Maze unafaa.
I need massage.
We got you. Why are you struggling? We got you.
Yeah. So kuna ule mtu mwenye anasema maybe Wahu amefanya hivyo because ako ni public figure, easy to nini. How's business like?
Yo, business kwanza wacha tu 2020. Business was terrible. It was really bad. I think but business was bad for everybody in 2020. I love the salon though. Imeanza to kupik. By the way, everybody is welcome. Afro-Siri salon tuko Westlands.
Yes.
Naweza kujiuza.
Yeah.
Westlands ground floor Kenrail Towers. Please come and follow us on Instagram, Afro-Siri Salon. Yes, so this year at least tumeanza kupik. But what I can say is why I even went into the business. We've been around now for 7 years.
Wow.
Afro-Siri. This is going to be our 8th year. I started the salon because that was one of my dreams when I was 18. Niko nataka kwenda hairdressing school.
Wow.
Then my old man akasema wezi kwenda hairdressing school. Na umeitwa University of Nairobi. Akasema quick steps into the university. But I always loved things to do with beauty, hair, nini, makeup. I always loved it. So when I was older, I said, since I can't go back and follow that dream of learning myself, why don't I create a space where many talented people who are talented, kona kipawa ya, kusonga and to do nails and all that. Why can't I create a place where they can all come and express their art? So that's how Afro-Siri was born.
Wow. And because of Afro-Siri tunaweza ona kwa nini ulikuwa Zoiga.
Such things.
But then you've once modeled.
I used to model when I was younger, yeah.
Okay.
I modeled for hustling, not that because I thought I was very hot.
I saw Nameless saying in one of the interviews that alikuona kwa TV before kuona in person.
Hiyo ni hype. Happy. Anyway, kuna I think it was like a 3-second clip. Ile cutaway, nilikuwa kama cutaway. Yeah, I wasn't modeling. I remember that ad was for Christmas. It was a Christmas show and I was a backup vocalist. So ilikuwa video ya, of course walikuwa wana focus on the star, which was Peter Dera. Then me, I was like for 2 seconds you could see me.
The Christmas Carol.
So I was there for 2 seconds on the TV.
Anyway, you use the social media.
Okay, so guys, first of all, thank you so much for all the support that I've been receiving from all of you guys on all my platforms. Feel free to follow me if you're not yet following me. I don't know what you're waiting for, guys. Follow me. Instagram, Wahu Kagui, Kagui with an I. Facebook, Wahu Kagui. Twitter, Wahu Kagui. TikTok Wahu Kagui. By the way, zote ni ukisearch tu Wahu Kagui kwa forum yote utaniona tu. But thanks so much for the love that I already received. I don't take it for granted at all. Thank you.
Yes. So that's all we had for you tonight. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've learned, especially for the girl. Yeah, hope mmelan. Wahu amejipush, hajataka. Unajua most wasichana wengi wanasema siku hizi, oh, you need a man to support you. Yeah, akiwa sawa, asipokuwa, yeah, usi act cheap. Yeah, you just follow your dream and one day itakufungukia.
Kabisa.
Kama the Kikuyu song inaitwa nini?
Gani?
The one that's trending.
Firirida.
Firirida. Kama imeita after 36 years.
I mean.
Una complain at 3 months.
Everyone is firirida after, uko tu sawa.
Bado uko tu sawa. Pole pole tu. So remember, you can follow us on our social media, Triple P on YouTube, PPP TV, on Instagram at @PPP_Kenya. You can follow me at Slava DJ Kenya on Instagram and Facebook, DJ Slava. And till next time, take care. Adios.